from the upstairs property and it comes through this property and it disappears. It's sunk into the floor there. I think this tile brick needs to go. And access to, well, the pigeons have had a good go.
Welcome to Casa Stefano. This is my story of buying a house in Italy, sight unseen, during the pandemic, and the adventure of renovating the house and exploring the Salento in southern Puglia. In this episode, you'll see the actual photos and videos of the first 3 properties I found online and then viewed remotely. It's important to note that these are from late 2020, and I was the first Salento with Love customer to try their Property Finder service. We also had follow-up video calls to discuss these properties. This is the first house that I viewed remotely. Galatina is a great town, but this location was outside the historic center, although not far. Photos are from the actual listing. It's a ground floor house with an ugly facade and typical star vaults in the rooms. The bathroom is a mess. The kitchen has an old fireplace / wood-burning stove, and it does have an outdoor area. Here's the actual video of the house.
Good morning, Stephen. Rainy, wet morning here in Salento. Doesn't happen very often, but this is the house. So the upstairs, obviously, as you can see, has already been refurbished, and we're looking at this downstairs. I've already gone through. I think it's quite an interesting find, and I'll talk to you later about the rest. This is a little close road, and that's Via Settembrini, and this one here where we are is Via Maroncelli. So as you can see, it's number 16. Now I'm going to walk through and show you some of the things and potentially what can be done with it. So let's go in. I'll split the videos in sections so it's easy to send them to you after. They've just sold this one next door, actually, as a little piece of information in May, just pre-COVID. So I'm sure there's going to be some renovation starting there as well. I think this tile brick needs to go. Okay, let's move in. So as we walk through, we have the first room with the star-shaped ceilings. The room is around about 4.5 by 4.5, with one door leading to the following room. This wall's in between, and they always have movement. You know, you can probably take it down, providing you don't touch the pillars. But then we move into the second room, similar size, star-shaped ceiling. The floors are not the originals anymore, but they're not too bad in the sense that they can be really polished up and you can make something out of it rather than spending money on the flooring. The bathroom is over there now, but we'll probably have to go from here because it doesn't have a window. The window that you can see in the bathroom at the moment leads to another room next door. So in the process of refurbishment, we'll need to rearrange the setting of the house. We now move into this other area. This is kind of an intermediate space. I don't really know what this space is about, but potentially by living that pillar, this could be opened up and it could be part of this room, or, well, we'll have to look it on the map and see on the plan and see how we can split it. This area that you see here can work as a storage. It's about 1 meter in width and about 7 meters long, so it's kind of a storage probably underneath the stairs going up to the upper apartment. That's the window that you could see earlier from the bathroom. This room here, about 4 meters by 2 meters, a little bit of a skew angle, and this window overlooking into this little garden. And this is what they have as a kitchen. And also the bathroom being very low, it's got a storage area, so they kind of created a storage area above there. Again, space that could be very, very useful. The fact that the property's got another one above, it's a good thing. So we've got a property above, which is really well looked after, I can see. But the fact that it's got a property above, it means that you don't have to worry about roof maintenance. And you've got, even if it's small, a little garden. But potentially by taking out this wall here, you can open up and have a bigger garden, perhaps have a bathroom with a a bathroom with a window and a much bigger bathroom. I'll talk to you later about what to think about the property and the conversation that I've had with the agent. Okay.
This next house is in Galatone, which is a nice looking town centrally located about 10 to 15 minutes from Galatina, Nardò, and Gallipoli. Again, these photos are from the actual listing. It's a ground floor house with typical star vaults, and it also has original Cimentina floors. That is not dirt, it's pigeon poop, probably because a window was left open. Here's the actual video of the house.
So this is Via Indipendenza, Stefan, in Galatone. I'm sorry I can't control the sky, another grey day, but this is literally on the boundary of the old town centre, and I'm waiting for the guy to turn up. As you can see, it's a really old property that explains the price, so we're gonna have a look at it. I'm sure it will have some charm, but yeah, a really nice corner, really nice area in Galatone, not too far from the palazzo that I've purchased actually. So looking forward to get inside. It's also worth noticing that your neighbor, number 20, the house in question is number 10. I'm still waiting for the agent, it's late. They've done a really beautiful refurbishment. Then there is the yellow one, and number 10 is directly below. So it's quite nice to see that you are next a nice refurbished property. Right, we're going in. I've had a look already. It's quite interesting. Original flooring, as you can see, really amazing actually, with the star-shaped ceiling, and then it's got a room to the left and a room to the right, so it's very suitable already as it's split to create the two rooms. So room to the left first, again, beautiful original floor. The doors can be saved, everything can be saved. Again, beautiful star-shaped ceiling. This wall in between, actually, I thought it was two rooms. I said one to the left, one to the right, but it's just a partition wall. So it can be taken off, and this space can be split and set differently. It's got a bathroom, but don't take into consideration any of these things because they need to be probably demolished and redone. And then we're going into this other room that has been partitioned off. So technically it's two rooms. And then from here we've got this little tiny room, which is also with a very old ceilings and access to, well, the pigeons have had a good go, access to this little outside area, but literally very tiny, that I think you'll need to be completely demolished just to create a little outside space, a little courtyard, very small, which will probably be about 4 meters by 2. Okay, I'll give you some feedback on this, but really nice find again.
This next house is also in Galatone. It was just outside the walls of the old town, and it's a really small place. Again, these photos are from the actual listing. It's also a ground floor house with typical star vaults, and it also has original Cimentina floors. It does not have an outdoor area. And as you'll see, it had a weird bathroom situation. Here's the actual video of the house.
Okay, so we are in Via del Tufo, and this is the entrance to the property. This is the 15,000 one. I'll explain about that in a second, but let's go in. We are literally looking at 2 rooms. The first one, which is about probably 5 meters square. Una planimetria di questa ce l'abbiamo, Vanessa? Okay. Which I'm going to get a floor plan of this. And then, as you can see, this is again kind of a partition wall that has been built, although they've taken it all the way to the ceiling. But yeah, although it's 2 rooms actually. Yeah. And then this other room, which has got the original floor, much smaller, about 4 by 3 meters. We'll see it on the floor plan. It's got, and underneath the stairs, these are the stairs going up to the other property. Little cupboard hole. See if I can get some light with my other phone. Yeah, so just a little cupboard hole, which is always useful, perhaps even in making a little bathroom. And then this other room, which is about, is a square 1.5 by 1.5, probably 1.6 square, something like that, with a small fireplace there, which I'm sure it can be lost. There's no need for that. And then this room here, which is obviously she's come clean. It's they covered it, but technically this is an open air space. Although I climbed up at the top there, and there is not much of an open air, but I'll show you what you can see from here. Yeah, and there is this downpipe that comes down from the upstairs property, and it comes through this property and it disappears. It's sunk into the floor there. Now the house apparently is connected to the sewer, definitely to the water, because I've seen the main, although that is a septic old tank, which is worth inspecting, making sure that it's either been filled or nothing is connected to that. So that's it really. That's what we've got. Oh, let me just tell you about the outside. Outside, which I think it can be reopened as well from the inside. It's a house to create a feature if you wanted to. In fact, you could tell this was open from the inside the property. This is an original system, an old way here of collecting water, all dug into the rock. And I'm sure this cistern actually needed a torch, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the cistern goes that way, so it means that you literally have it underneath your house. I'm not suggesting digging and bringing it out and showing it off. It's not worth it. But this is the road, tiny road, and that's Vanessa.
So, what did I learn? Ground floors are dark. There's not a lot of natural light that can get in, so it can really feel like you're in a cave. Connection to city sewer. If it's not connected, then there's a septic tank underneath the ground floor property, and the access hole is from inside that property. So think about that. Also, it could mean that the upstairs property is also using that septic tank. Livable outdoor area. It became obvious that I really wanted something with a more generous outdoor space so I could enjoy being outside and barbecuing, doing whatever.